Hey there. If you're enjoying the content, smash that like button and hit subscribe. Let's go. Sure. Let's dive deeper into the differences between my vampire system and my werewolf system, analyzing their stories in a detailed narrative style comparison. Zero point 0.1 dot protagonists and their journeys. In my vampire system, Quinn Talon starts off as a regular human in a world where supernatural abilities are crucial for survival. Unlike most people who inherit powers from their family, Quinn is born without any. However, after obtaining a mysterious system, he gains vampire-like abilities and is forced to navigate the complex and dangerous world of supernatural politics. Quinn's journey is about more than just survival. He becomes entangled in ancient conflicts, uncovering the secrets of the vampire race while trying to define his own identity. His growth is slow and methodical as he learns how to master his powers, gain allies, and rise within the supernatural hierarchy. In contrast, my werewolf system follows Gary Dem, a teenager who lives in a rough neighborhood where gangs control everything. Unlike Quinn, who has the guidance of a structured supernatural society, Gary is completely on his own after getting bitten and unlocking the werewolf system. His struggles are more grounded, dealing with school, protecting his family, and surviving gang violence. The biggest challenge for Gary is controlling the werewolf instincts that threaten to take over his humanity. As he fights his way through the streets, he slowly uncovers the truth about werewolves, a species that seems to be almost extinct in his world. His transformation is more primal and chaotic compared to Quinn's, as he often has to make decisions in the heat of battle without understanding the full consequences. Zero point 0.2. The role of the system and power progression. Both stories feature a unique system that grants their protagonists supernatural abilities, but they function differently. Quinn's system is structured and acts like an RPG-style progression system, giving him vampire abilities as he levels up. He can absorb energy, unlock new vampire forms, and eventually gain power comparable to ancient vampire leaders. The system also offers quests, rewards, and penalties, making it an interactive experience that pushes Quinn forward in his journey. Gary's werewolf system, on the other hand, is much more instinctual. It doesn't give him clear-cut quests or rewards, but rather enhances his physical abilities while also imposing drawbacks. As a werewolf, he experiences increased aggression, loss of control during full moons, and the constant threat of exposing his identity. Unlike Quinn, who learns through system-generated information and guidance from vampires, Gary has to figure out everything on his own, often through painful trial and error. Zero point 0.3. The world and its conflicts. MVS is set in a futuristic world where supernatural creatures, particularly vampires, are well established and have their own societies. Humans coexist with vampires and other evolved beings, but they are not equals. Powerful factions rule the world, and Quinn must learn how to survive in this hierarchy. The world is vast, filled with different clans, hidden secrets, and conflicts that have existed for centuries. Quinn's journey takes vampires or supernatural rulers, but criminal gangs. Gary's struggles revolve around dealing with these gangs while trying to keep his werewolf identity a secret. The stakes feel more personal. His battles are not about the fate of the world, but about survival, protecting his loved ones, and carving out a place for himself in a hostile environment. Over time, he begins to uncover hidden aspects of the supernatural world, but it remains far more mysterious and fragmented compared to MVS 0.4. Themes and character struggles. The themes in my vampire system revolve around power, identity, and responsibility. Quinn is constantly forced to question what it means to have power and how he should use it. He starts off as a weak individual, but gradually becomes a major player in the supernatural fights, and his werewolf instincts make it even harder for him to stay in control. His relationships with his friends and family play a major role in his decisions, and he has to balance his growing power with the fear of losing himself completely. Question point 5 is a character. Relationships and development. Quinn in MVS develops deep connections with other supernatural beings. He befriends both humans and vampires, forming a close knit group of allies. His relationships with characters like Layla, Vorden, and Peter are central to his growth as they help him navigate the vampire society and keep him grounded. As he rises in power, he also has to deal with the responsibility of leading others, making difficult choices that affect not just himself, but entire factions. The MQ in MMOU, on the other hand, has fewer people he can rely on. His best friend Tom is one of his biggest supports. Own, leading to more personal and desperate struggles, 0.6. Combat and fighting styles. The fights in my vampire system tend to be strategic, involving different supernatural abilities, blood techniques, and advanced combat training. As Quinn progresses, he learns new vampire forms and unique powers that allow him to fight against increasingly powerful enemies. The battles involve large-scale conflicts between supernatural factions, making them feel like part of a bigger war. In my werewolf system, the combat is much more brutal and physical. Gary's werewolf abilities make him a beast in battle. His strength, speed, and reflexes are unmatched by regular humans. His fights are often against gang members or other street-level threats. RPG-style progression, then my vampire system is the better choice. It has a broader scope, dealing with ancient conflicts and powerful factions. If you prefer a grittier, more personal survival story with intense street-level combat and themes of control and identity, my werewolf system might be more appealing. It focuses more on immediate threats, gang warfare, and the struggle to maintain humanity while gaining power. Both series follow similar growth arcs, starting weak and gradually becoming powerful, but their settings, conflicts, and themes create vastly different experiences. Whether you prefer Quinn's rise in a world of supernatural rulers or Gary's desperate fight for survival in a violent city, both stories offer compelling takes on supernatural systems.